cool trophy.
Cool is the key word, because I'm cool.
Sammy thinks so.
Shark Tales.
Woo.
Boo-hoo.
Aw. Come on,
With
Andy.
Andy.
Come on, Andy.
All right, night number 1 of the Peter Murphy Classic.
So this is, like, if you... We didn't win tonight. Sorry, spoiler alert. But, like, is that considered you won the Peter Murphy Classic, even though it's also tomorrow? Like, how do you consider this?
They should. You know, let's make this bigger and better. There should be a Peter Murphy Classic champion if it's going to be 2 days. We don't even have to have money. Let's just keep track of points, and the winner gets a cool trophy. I mean, hell, the dipshit that set quick time in the 360's got this bad boy.
Yeah.
I've won.
That's one of the nicest trophies I've seen. Like, victory trophies aren't that cool.
I've won a moderate amount of main events, feature main events that did not receive a trophy of this caliber. So, Peter Murphy, who gave us this? Let's see here. Okay, Norm Martin presents. Okay, so it was Norm Martin. He helps out the Nelsons. 72 cars.
Oh, cool.
Where were the 72 cars at tonight?
Yeah,
They always come to Trophy Cup.
only 37 360s.
37 or 38?
There was 37. You had
37?
it backwards.
Oh,
shoot. There was 28
Fake
410s,
news.
37 360s.
That's why you can't trust the guy who sniffs lacquer all week long when he posts on Facebook.
But yeah, we were thinking, I mean, the total number, I think you were pretty close.
Yeah.
But definitely thought we were getting more 360s. Like, the characters were here. That was odd. Justin Cox. There's a lot of names that typically run.
Maybe the people are just getting wise to the fact that Tulare is hard on stuff.
Yeah, it kind of was today,
It was
too.
hard on stuff. Ask
Yeah.
the 410 main event.
Jeez, man. And it wasn't like, because they had 26 cars in the main event, so you'd think, well, that's probably the problem. But no, like, it was the fast guys up front that were kind of, like, bouncing off each other
Yeah.
and jumping over front end, so...
That crash on the backstretch on like lap 2
Yeah.
could have been really bad. I mean,
Yes.
some people slid into each other, but I mean...
And then guys dive bombed to the inside, and there's a tractor tire. There's a monster truck in the tractor tire.
What we need is more tractor tires in the infield. I mean, let's set more booby traps
Better
out.
than a K-rail, though.
We need K-rails, I say landmines, Ute tires, and you name them. Let's put them out there, because if it's stupid, we'll find a way to run into it. So, I think I mentioned last night on our show that one of the questions was, who is your favorite official? And I mentioned that all of them are, because they let me get away with whatever I want. And I did set quick time overall tonight, because I ran my 410. And they let me do it because they love me.
Dude, yeah. Only car in the 13-second bracket for 360s. So we did just look. What was the time? 13.9? Was it high?
Something, blah, 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 9 something.
So you would have got top 8, I think, in the 410s.
So I guess that's kind of good that I would have been 8th quick with my 410. Because I qualified with my 410.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, no, I did out-qualify the whole field by a couple tenths, I guess. What was do we know what the legit number was? How much faster was I than everybody else?
A couple tenths. I think Colby was a 14.1.
Yeah.
2 tenths. I out-qualified all these bitches by 2 tenths.
I was the slowest, because I was quick time in my group, but I was the slowest quick time of all of the groups.
You know what though? You still post on,
I know.
on your press release Monday. It's gonna say
Qualified P1.
fast time.
Woo woo.
Fast time and pulled a what pill?
I didn't even pull the pill. That was what was left to me.
Okay.
So when I pulled, I had the chance of a 1, 2, 6, or 8, and I drew the 6, which didn't matter.
Yeah, and the last.
How were you the last one to draw?
See, I swear the order of how they do it has been different every single time. Because actually
Should be heat race winners first.
I've been in all 3 dashes for SCCT so far
And it's
this
been
year.
different every time.
I think so.
Well, if you were the slowest of the people who... No, but you weren't the slowest of
so
those
it's
who
like
made it
it's
in,
like
right?
they go for heat. What they did today was heat winners, and then
Yeah.
they went back to time.
Heat 1, Heat 2, Heat
And you
3,
were
Heat
the
4.
slowest.
No.
What?
Yeah, they did the heat winners, went to times.
Oh, wow.
And
I guess
then
I need
they
to pay
did-
attention. I just wait till they say 92 and I go up there and draw.
Yeah. And then they went to overall fastest qualifier that transferred in and then went to their times, and then I was last.
I feel like we've done that quite a few
It's-
years. I think
it's-
that's how I think that's how you do it.
It's still the same odds, though. I mean, if you go first, you go last, right? I
Right.
mean, the
Well, it's better
are the
odds
same.
if he doesn't draw. So I'm surprised if he didn't.
I know.
actually have
Usually
to
that's
pull,
usually
and that's what
that's
was left
my
to him.
that's my game is let everybody else draw the bad ones and then I get left with the 2 because I'm not going to pull the 2 on my own. So
How much racetrack do you have in your eyes right now?
yeah, that wasn't too bad for me.
What the hell racetrack were you racing on?
Hmm.
Okay, how much pit dust do you have in your eyes?
Yeah, well, not as bad as you, buddy. You were in a bad spot today.
Man.
You got slid.
Yeah, I had a
Truck and
nice,
trailer
I
was
had
a
a
little
nice little parking spot saved, and this other team just took our spot. So yeah, we just kind
Yeah,
of
we were going to be neighbors.
Yeah, we were. That was the least of my problems, though. There was just absolutely no dust control tonight, and I'm big on dust control. So step one of my own racetrack, the Andy Fords racetrack, a bazooka to bazooka people off if they're being bitches, and number 2, I will have a full-time water truck driver to control the dust.
Yeah.
The pits were a mess, and the infield. The push trucks drive through the infield all night long, and it's just like this, like pig pen on peanuts.
Yeah.
This big dust cloud.
Hot laps was bad for me. That's never fun because they threw everybody in for your qualifying group, so you got 9 or 10 cars, and you can't gap yourself very well, and it's dusty already by then. So like trying to see getting into turn 3 when everybody else is like going all over the place, like yeah, it's sketchy.
Let's go back to the pill draw for the dash, though. It was very fun for me because 2 people in the 360 dash were literally on the racetrack racing the 410 dash.
Yeah.
And they're going,
But good job, Golubic. You actually
going-
had a representative.
Golubic, we need you. Golubic, Sanders, we need you. It's like, they're out on the track racing. Okay, well, we need a representative. Their crews are out there on the track watching them race. Just pull the pill for them. Who cares? God, I looked at Scott Russell. I'm like, this isn't rocket science. Let's just pull a pill for them.
So yeah, so then they finally got that all situated, and they just drew for Dom. Like had nobody over there to do it.
Them too.
So he drew a 4, and then yeah, we finally got all our pills drawn. That dash finishes on the track, and they immediately yell,
Yeah.
360 dash in the staging. You
Get
better
up
get
here."
to the staging. Like
I'm
we
like-
just left the pill draw booth.
My hand was just in the bag 10 seconds ago. Now you want me on the track?
And they're yelling at us to get out there. Why are you late, guys?
Yeah.
I kept
don't know.
trying to refresh. I'm like, why don't they have the lineup yet? I feel like they
Hey,
should have done this already.
You're techie.
Waiting for
Were you watching
representative.
Flo tonight? Did you have luck with Flo at the track?
I never do on my phone for whatever reason. Like I have
The
bad
service was
reception.
horrible tonight.
Mm.
So Tulare is the worst track for crews and for crew chiefs to watch the track because you have to literally, like at Chico and Placerville, you can kind of do one of these and kind of keep track of what's going on or what races on the track. Not at Tulare. So I'm like, you guys, we need a TV in the trailer this week. So we got a TV. Chevron Drum bought a TV. Piece of shit wouldn't work. Brand new TV,
Aw.
broken.
What the heck?
So my plan backfired in my face. So I thought I was going to know what was going on all night. And we didn't because
So-
the TV was broke. And so I'm like, well, I'll just keep track on my phone. Well, hell, I couldn't even get Flo up on my
Yeah,
phone either.
For whatever reason, my phone's kind of bad service
it's
for
wrong with
whatever.
yours.
Yeah, for whatever reason. So I can never get it to work here. And I was trying to watch like Group 1 and Group 2 qualify before I went out, but couldn't get it to work. But I mean, it worked for Bumgarners. Like we had a TV in there, and it was hooked to their phone. So
Oh,
they were
bummer. If
watching
you
all
had
day.
gotten your spot, you would have been neighbors,
I
and
could have
you
just
could have.
walked in the Biff Dogs trailer.
Yeah.
So
Coulda, but didn't.
I was good in my heat race. You must have been all right too because you had some hitters in your heat race. And
I know,
they're-
like, it's so funny, like, I was the slowest fast time guy, but I thought I had a pretty stacked heat race, and I was pumped up, we got quick time, and then it's like, usually, you start 4th and they take 5, you're like, alright.
just cruise. All
Just
you got to
cruise.
do is finish 5th.
Well, behind me was Ryan Robinson and DJ Neto, so it's like, I gotta get up on the wheel and, like, hold these guys off, so I was able to get a good start on the outside and jump into 3rd and just held my line from then on.
Then you can
So,
cruise.
yeah.
Old style, invert 6, get into 4th and cruise mode.
Yep.
Those are the days.
Yeah.
The days.
Whatever. Let's see. So
Then I passed the 410 in the dash. That was pretty exciting. Passed him like he was standing still.
Oh, by that point they switched it
yeah, we
back
put
into
the
the
360
360.
back in. Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
That's why my progress halted out at qualifying. We put the 360 back in. No,
Too
I
many
mean,
people complain.
we were good in the heat race, and then it basically the slicker the track got, the shittier my driving style got. So,
And we needed, and for my car, like we needed the track slicker. Like, man, I was like on a pogo stick out there, but the car was grippy. It was hooked up, like it was fast. The car was fast all night long, but when the track was rough and hooked up, like it was almost too much. So like we kept saying, man, if it slicks off, we're gonna be pretty good. So I
Well,
needed it.
the 410 main did that because the track was pretty good when they went out there,
Yeah,
and an hour later it wasn't any good anymore.
yeah.
So that was a mess. That 410 main event was a mess. How was our race? Was our race okay, or was it a mess too? It's hard.
We had the one red, but then there's only a few yellows.
Yeah, I
other
feel
than
like
that.
it was the red on lap 11 maybe,
Yeah,
and then
and good job missing that because I barely squeaked through
yeah,
too.
both of you.
Well,
yeah.
you know what you don't know don't hurt you, because I really didn't know much was going on there. All I really thought was Kyle Hurst spun out, which he didn't, I guess. And then they threw the red, and I didn't realize there was like half the field blocked up over there. So, we got to have these big old sideboards where you can't see out the damn car.
It's
So I
so-
didn't know what was going on up there.
Yeah, yeah. You see, most of the time when you dive to the bottom, like you can't see anything, and that's how I was. I was at the bottom all the way down the K rail, and all of a sudden I thought it was Hurst, and I thought he was pointing the wrong way, coming down the track, and I clipped him with my right
Oh,
rear.
did you?
Yeah, but it didn't do any damage, I guess. So
Hey, sometimes
lucked out.
yeah, sometimes a driver deserves a little luck every once in a while.
Yes.
I was gonna finish 10th. I kind of got in a rhythm and was fine. And then with that 4 to go restart, I got out of rhythm, and all of a sudden I was getting zigged and zagged, and everybody that was behind me was passing. So yeah, I backed
Did
up.
you
to
find the
14th.
rubber that late?
And one time I'd find the rubber and feel like Donnie Schatz, and next time I felt
Yeah.
like I was on ice.
It was so weird. Like
Yeah.
it was slick getting into turn 3, but there was rubber in certain spots, like in the middle and exiting 4. And I actually passed Tony Gomes for 5th, and then the next lap, I feel like I was in the same spot in the rubber, and he just rails right around me. I'm like, how'd he get by me? I was in the rubber, so it was odd, like how the track was laying in.
Congratulations, John.
John
Yeah,
Galdick
good
is watching.
Yep.
Go to bed, John.
Yeah, it's 9:08 time. He was saying it was a bit long yesterday.
Yeah, so we're gonna cut this short to just last night was an hour and 20 minutes. We'll go for an hour 19 tonight.
No, I'm going to bed. Before
Yeah,
that.
no, it's you know what? I'm just gonna go out and say it. I know people think I like to bitch and moan, but I don't enjoy doubleheader shows. Just too much.
What?
What?
The doubleheaders, they suck. I don't like them.
Really?
Yeah, it's too much.
Party pooper.
We raced till
Jeez.
midnight tonight. A 7-hour show? That's ridiculous.
That's not the double header's fault.
The doubleheader shows are always long and drawn out.
Alright.
And I think it's because we have 65 sprint cars. That's a lot of laps on these dirt tracks. They can't take it. We got to go out and farm. And I'm gonna say tomorrow's gonna be the same. It's my guess.
Party pooper over here.
Guess what?
Jeez.
Well,
There-
we camp for all of the double.
No,
header
that's
races,
fine.
I'm
and
down with the
you're-
camping.
You're home, like already. You don't have to go anywhere, and
Well, we
food's
did
ready
have
for
to load
you.
up and drive a half hour
Well, it
from
was your
Tulare to
idea to
Hanford.
do this. So.
Hey, I'm not the only one. I'm going to say I was talking to a gentleman tonight. I'm not going to name any names. I'm just going to say that he's won more races in California, more championships than anybody in the history of California. He don't like doubleheaders either.
Well, he's a 410 guy.
It's just too much.
But
That's my
wasn't
opinion.
like Dirt Cup his absolute favorite trip ever? Like, didn't they always talk about how they loved that trip? That's a triple header.
I don't know. It just
No,
things are
he's
different.
If
saying,
I'm
like,
thinking of the right.
He's saying two
multi-champion.
sprint car divisions.
Oh.
So
That's what you're talking about, right?
yes, it's just too
Yeah, he's
much.
not
Oh,
saying-
you're not talking double nights. You're
Yeah.
talking.
No.
Yeah.
I
Two
think
divisions.
double
Yeah,
header.
that's what I thought
think
at-
2 nights.
Oh no!
in a row.
Originally, that's what you were
Two-night
talking
show.
about.
I would call that a two-night show.
Yeah,
I'm talking NARC and Sprint Car Challenge on the same night.
Oh.
It was. I thought it was cool when Nassetti did it at Stockton like 7-8 years ago. The finale,
Yeah.
the NARC finale, the Civil War finale. We're gonna knock this thing out of the park once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. And then everybody starts one-upping each other. Now we got Hanford does it, Tulare does it, Placerville does it. It's too much. That's just my opinion. And
You
know
don't like
about,
doing double duty?
But the fans
You
like
do?
it.
Did you see how many people were in the stands?
No,
when we
I was here.
Okay. The freaking place was emptying out by the time our main event was out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they stayed for an hour and a half. 410 they made, so they thought it was done.
You know, okay, rule number 3 at Andy Forsberg Raceway. If it's over 11, we're not doing the 4 wide. Throw the damn green
I
flag.
was surprised.
We're coming out turn 4. I'm like,
And they-
okay, they're going to say
Were
lights
they
out.
giving people time in the work area too? I mean,
Man, once it's past 11, let's get the damn show over. So that's
it's
rule
a tough
3,
call.
rule 3 at Andy Forsberg Speedway.
Was there a lot of delay, like driver delay?
I think the double duty drivers did okay getting swapped back and
No,
forth.
I mean like on the track. Your bazooka reasoning.
Oh, I
and all
didn't
that
see
stuff.
a ton of issues for Bazooka tonight.
yeah, there's a couple people got out of shape and then thought something was broke or something was broke and then pulled out a caution. A couple guys could have just went to the infield because they were done
Uh-huh.
for the night, but a yellow came out, then they pushed off and went straight to the trailer. So, yeah,
You got 5th.
ended up getting 5th. It was cool.
Good job.
Thanks. You know, like, drivers are pretty particular about getting all fitted in the car and everything. Like, I went to the shop, got the seat in a couple weeks ago, and everything felt fine to me. And then I go out there for wheel pack, and, like, the brake's not right. I'm like, God, we gotta move that. I'm like, hey, Brad, can we move this? Oh, yeah, no problem. Do that. Then after qualifying, like, man, the steering wheel doesn't feel quite right. So I had to adjust the steering wheel. I'm like, why couldn't I figure this out whenever I was in the shop? But, oh well.
I'm not going to say like my phone's rang off the hook over the years for people wanting me to drive for them, but a lot of the reason why I've turned down rides, one-off rides, I don't like that. I like my
Yeah.
stuff where I want it. And you kind of almost throw a night away, like trying to get used to the crew chief, get used to the car, get used to how you fit in the seat, and then you don't drive it anymore. So I've told numerous people, nah, I'm good, just because of that reason. I like my shit comfortable. And
Colby's watching. Do you guys know what happened to him tonight?
No,
Colby
let
Copeland,
us
you're running
know.
second. Thanks for gaining me a position. What happened?
Great job in the NARC race.
Yeah,
He was gonna get. Man, we were almost gonna get the same podium for
Yeah.
both 410 and 360 for
Hey.
a minute there.
there's a handful of people that know how to drive here, and the cream was rising to the top in both main events.
Yeah.
Colby, you gotta let us know what happened to you.
Mm.
We're gonna sit here and just not dead air until you answer us. I did have to yell at Colby. Let's see.
Left rear
shock stud broke.
Oh, you could have probably finished that. No.
Left rear shock.
No.
Those are overrated.
Bummer, dude. That sucks.
Yeah.
You were rolling pretty good.
Hey, speaking of left rear shocks, I was on that red flag. I did see a driver trying to adjust his
Yeah.
shock.
Yeah.
So technically, that's a cockpit adjustable shock.
I guess so.
But it was funny because he couldn't get his arm around the sissy bar to do it. He even had his glove off. I mean, he was trying. And I was just sitting there. This is funny.
You're excited more about tomorrow, right? You
No.
like Hanford better.
No. It's just as dirty and dusty, and it's going to be hotter
This guy's
tomorrow.
a baby,
Oh my
guys.
God.
Dang.
I come to have fun, and I want pleasant conditions. You like golfing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you like the grass to be green?
Yes.
Okay. So let's just say I want to take you to a golf course tomorrow that's all dirt and just weeds. Would you enjoy that as much
I
as a
wouldn't
nice?
enjoy that at all.
Okay, there you go. Peter,
Taken.
But you are
We
coming to a
want-
dirt track, and you don't want it to be dirty.
I mean, I can
Little
handle.
different.
I can handle some dirt.
Yeah, make sure you park somewhere better tomorrow
Man.
because these pits are pretty
Powdery.
dusty.
Oh.
It's like the moon. Yeah,
Yeah.
like the surface of the moon. Just water the place. That's all I'm asking. Just water the damn pits. Water the infield.
It is
There's
a
a
never-ending
drought.
job.
I don't care if there's a drought or not. I don't want dust tomorrow.
Farmers can't even get water.
You can do like Alan Handy did there a few years ago when he was still promoting Placerville. Some jerk kept coming over and spying on him during the week about all the water he was wasting,
Really?
watering the track. And the guy confronted him, and Alan told him, he goes, "This is only a 200-gallon tank." And the guy was like, "Well, okay." Trust me, these water trucks ain't 200 gallons. It's a lot more, but the guy bid on it, and kind of got off Alan's ass. So, yeah, Mr. Smarty Pants there wanted to bitch and moan about all the water he was wasting for the drought, but he believed that water truck only held 200 gallons.
Well, hopefully he never saw the many times that it's overflowed while
Yeah.
someone walks away from it and it's just pouring
It's always
out the
fun
side of it.
to bullshit with the water truck driver and to where he doesn't pay attention, and then the truck overflows. Done that to Lowell quite a few times at Chico. But, all right, so that's it. Hi, Dan Bushy. Hi, Jeff Bumgardner. How'd you like working with the Biff Dogs?
Bumgarners are great, man.
Yeah?
They were pumped up the whole time.
Cool.
Yeah. Very accommodating of me
Your
being
particular brake pedal
I know,
positioning?
like me being picky.
I gotta thank my crew too, because they're old as hell. And this is, like I said before, this is a tough track for a crew to run back and forth, and it's a lot. I mean, my crew's in their 60s and 70s. I mean, we're talking hip replacements. I mean, it's a long night here, and then, like I said, 7-hour show. So
And Boo fell off the truck today.
yeah, my one
and-
crew guy, Boo, fell off his dump truck yesterday. He's damn near had a concussion. He's got black eyes, so
Bruised ribs.
bruised ribs, and yeah, Boo busts his ass all night long too.
Careful
so.
against the Forsberg pit. They're fighting all over
Yeah.
the place
Yeah.
all the time.
All right, so that's it. If we're lucky, we'll have more trophies in our camp tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm excited about tomorrow. Unlike this guy.
Hey, if they water the track, I'll be excited too.
Cohen Shaw says hi.
Hi, Cohen.
What's up, Cohen? Need to get you in a race
Man.
car.
We're up to 12 viewers.
Well, it's freaking like
Yeah.
2
I know.
o'clock
That's
in the
another
night
thing.
morning.
See,
time.
that's what sucks about this is we can't have a normal airing of Shark Tales with Andy
We don't
If
want to
we
do
don't-
another an hour 20.
if we don't get done racing until 12 o'clock. Okay, cut it off. We're done.
Bye.
Cohen, you tuned in too late, bud.
See you
Go to
guys.
bed.